It's no secret that football players are among the highest paid athletes on the planet. In return, footballers enjoy spending their money on the best things money can buy, such as luxury cars, mansions, jewelry, real estate and so much more. These footballers never cease to amaze us, from exotic Bugattis to luxurious Ferraris. So without further ado, allow me to walk you through the car collections of the top 10 richest footballers. Number 10, Mesut Ozil, $120 million. Mesut Ozil is a German footballer who is considered to be one of the most creative and intelligent players in the world of football, and he has excelled at both the club and international levels. Ozil owns about $800,000 worth of automobiles. He's reported to favor German manufacturers, and his most prized ride is a G63 AMG worth over $140,000. There are many other Mercedes cars in his collection, including an S65 AMG worth over $180,000. His collection is rounded out by cars like the Ferrari 458 Italia worth $200,000, an SLS AMG worth $165,000, a Porsche Panamera Turbo worth $120,000, and several Audis. Number 9, Eden Hazard, $120 million. So Hazard is one of those guys that won't buy a private jet, and we wonder why. Anyways, he tried as much as he could to keep his London house away from the public, but his move to the Spanish capital made living the private life a little bit more of a challenge. His new house in Madrid, popularly called the Black House due to its dark facade, costs about $12.3 million. Hazard owns a fleet of cars that's hard to define. Some are just expensive while others are just there. Anyways, have a look for yourself at some of his most expensive cars, including an Aston Martin Vanquish that costs $264,000, a $134,000 Audi R8 V10, a Mercedes-Benz AMG GTR that costs $130,000, and an Audi Q8 that costs about $68,200. Hazard seems to be a big fan of German cars. Number 8, Andres Iniesta, $120 million. Andres Iniesta is one of the greatest midfielder legends. Iniesta earns an astonishing $576,923 per week, resulting in about $30 million annually. He also earns about $2.5 million annually from endorsement and sponsorship deals with major brands like the Japanese footwear maker ASICS. Iniesta owns a winery business in his hometown Fuente Albia, which he started in 2010. Iniesta owns a house in his hometown Fuente Albia, which is worth about $4.6 million. The house was built in 2005 and comes complete with 5 bedrooms and a swimming pool, plus a mini cathedral incorporated into the building by Iniesta himself. Iniesta is another modest person who tries as much as possible to keep his personal life private. He's also modest with his spending, generously for the $2.25 million Bugatti Veyron and an Audi SQ7 that costs $126,300. Although the Audi SQ was given to him by his former club Barcelona sponsor Audi. Number 7, Gareth Bale, $125 million. Gareth Bale is a national hero back in his homeland Wales. His endorsements also supply an additional $6.5 million, bringing his total yearly earnings to $27.1 million. He also owns a private jet. Bale took possession of a Cessna Citation XLS, which costs about $13 million. Bale was initially a tenant at his current residence before buying it outrightly for a reported $7.78 million. Gareth has been very shrewd when it comes to automobiles. Rather than buying expensive cars outright, Bale prefers a rental contract, as is obvious with his recently cancelled $39,000 rental contract with Auto Vivendi Supercar Club, which gave him access to some luxurious and expensive autos every 2 months all year round. Number 6, Paul Pogba, $150 million. He owns the Gulfstream G280 private jet with a market value of about $24.5 million. Pogba also owns a 5-bedroom mansion in Cheshire, Manchester, with a value of $3.87 million. When it comes to cars, he drives some of the most expensive autos. His fleet includes the likes of the McLaren P1, which costs $1.15 million, a 2018 Rolls-Royce Wraith Black Badge with a $382,000 price tag, a Lamborghini Aventador, which costs $362,000, Ferrari 812 Superfast that costs a whopping $347,000, and a Maserati Quattroporte $155,000. Some people even joke that Pogba changes his cars just like his hairstyles. Number 5, Wayne Rooney, $160 million. Wayne Rooney. That name has been indelibly planted in the hearts of Man United fans and in the sands all around Old Trafford. Wayne and his wife Colleen have made some shrewd investments when it comes to real estate. Their most recent investment is in a $26 million estate in Cheshire, which is currently undergoing finishing touches. The couple also owns mansions in Florida and a $5 million property in Barbados and a $7.6 million property in Prestbury, popularly called the Windsor Castle. Rooney has a collection of really expensive and luxurious cars. This collection includes an Audi Q7 valued at about $53,550, a Range Rover Sport Overfinch which has a starting price of about $150,000, an orange Bentley Continental, and also a BMW i8 valued at $147,500. Number 4, Neymar Jr., $185 million. Handsome and rich are just two words that are used to describe a part of Neymar. The Brazilian has dribbled his way to the top right from his humble Santos days to his glorious Barcelona stint. In 2015, Neymar purchased his Embraer Legacy 450 aircraft with a reported market value of about $25.9 million. The Brazilian superstar also owns a yacht, which was reportedly purchased in 2012 for about $8 million. Neymar currently lives on a rented property in Paris, but owned an $8 million property in his home country of Brazil. The mansion comes complete with 5 bedrooms, several suites, a helipad, and a tennis court. Neymar owns a collection of some expensive supercars, and they include the likes of the Porsche Panamera Turbo, the Maserati MC12, an Audi R8 Spider, and a Ferrari 458 Spider. Number 3, Zlatan Ibrahimovic, $220 million. The veteran Swedish footballer is a household name across Europe. Ibrahimovic's illustrious career has seen him amass a great deal of wealth and prominence in a career that has spanned 2 decades. Ibrahimovic owns a Cessna Citation Longitude aircraft, which has a market value of about $27 million. When it comes to cars, the superstar makes sure to drive the fastest and the coolest around. His most recent piece is the limited edition £1.4 million Ferrari Monza. The other members of his collection include a Porsche 918 Spider that costs $845,000, a $670,000 Ferrari Enzo, an Audi S8 that costs about $334,711, a $150,220 Maserati Gran Turismo, and Lamborghini Gallardo that costs him $162,810. Number 2, Lionel Messi, $400 million. Lionel Messi is just behind the fierce rival Cristiano Ronaldo. In 2018, Messi reportedly splashed $15 million in a Gulfstream 5, but the official pricing of the aircraft is about $30 million. Messi owns a mansion in Castelldefels, Barcelona. He reportedly got the mansion for around $1.6 million and further renovated the house for over $4.2 million. Yes, Lionel Messi may not be the richest, but he owns the most expensive car collection among athletes, including a $36 million 1957 Ferrari and a $4 million Pagani Zonda. He also boasts of Mercedes-AMG GLE 63 S-Coupe, Cadillac Escalade, Range Rover Vogue and Sport, and a Maserati Gran Turismo MC Stradale. Number 1, Cristiano Ronaldo, $450 million. Cristiano Ronaldo is by far the most popular and the most followed sportsperson in the globe. He is more of a football idol, but also greatly admired by numerous fans all over the world for his charitable. Cristiano is currently the second highest paid athlete in the world, only behind Lionel Messi. He earns about $44 million from endorsement deals signed with major brands like Nike, while his annual salary stands at about $65 million. Ronaldo owns a handsome fleet of cars from Ferraris to Bugatti and more exotic supercars from supercar brands. In fact, he reportedly purchased the most expensive car, a Bugatti La Voiture, with a market value of about $18.7 million, that's equivalent to 6.8 billion N. Other cars included in the long list are a Bugatti Chiron, a Rolls-Royce Phantom, an Aston Martin DB9, a Bentley GT Speed, a Lamborghini Aventador LP704, 3 Ferraris 599 GTO, F430, 599 GTB, an Audi R8 and a Maserati Gran Cabrio. Ronaldo's Gulfstream G650 is a twin-engine business-class aircraft with a market value of about $65 million. It's designed to accommodate a flight range of about 12,964 kilometers and can attain a maximum service ceiling of about 51,000 feet. Thank you guys for watching all the way till the end. If you found this video interesting, please do well to like and subscribe to this channel for more.